Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to talk about the Ripple SEC lawsuit. Of course, it's not over yet. We had a partial victory recently. And of course, that was back middle of the month here. As we turn the page, things are going to get interesting. There's going to be a lot that happens still with the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. So the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed a response already to the court ruling in the Terra exchange versus Ripple Labs on July 21st. In response to the court's decision, the SEC argued the court basically erred in deciding to dismiss the case. The agency argued that the court failed to consider the evidence presented by the SEC and failed to apply the law properly. Now, the SEC is arguing that the court failed to consider the potential harm to investors if Ripple Labs was allowed to continue operating without registering the XRP token as a security. The SEC has been investigating Ripple Labs since late 2020, December 2020, alleging, of course, that the company's sale of XRP was an unregistered security. However, on May 16th, the community stirred up the U.S. District Judge Torres, citing with Ripple Labs that nearly half of its XRP sales did not violate investor protection laws. Torres's ruling has given hope to other defendants fighting the SEC over the sale of cryptos, which the SEC says are often securities and illegally distributed. Now, SEC lawyers reviewed an appeal that would potentially overturn portion of Ripple Labs last week in a separate enforcement lawsuit against, Luna creators Do Kwon and Terraform Labs. Kwon, the jailed co-founder of crypto firm Terraform Labs, is one of the defendants trying to use Torres's decision to defeat the SEC lawsuit. Similar to what happened with Ripple, he's trying to apply it to his case. The agency charged Kwon with fraud and other law violations in the complaint filed in Manhattan Federal Court in February. Now, the SEC wrote that the judge in Kwon's case should not cite the Ripple case as a precedent. The SEC said Torres's decision adds baseless claims to testing when an asset is a security or not. The agency plans to seek further review, which could mean an appeal is coming in the XRP case. Now, what kind of ground does the SEC stand on here? We're going to find out as it gets closer and closer to a potential appeal here. I do want to go back to the Hinman documents here because I think that is something that is very, very crucial. I think that shifted everything. That turned the tides in Ripple's favor the minute the Hinman documents came out. Now, there is still a lot of gray area in terms of, is XRP a security in this given circumstance? That's where things get murky. In the circumstance of cryptocurrency exchanges distributing it to you and I, retail investors, it looks like it's not a security. To institutional investors, a little bit different, right? So things are going to be murky here. We're going to be still pretty touch and go, I think, with this for a while. It's not over. Brad Garlinghouse even said this. We're not out of the woods yet. We're going to have to go back and forth. This is just the beginning, I think, of a still long process. We'll be covering it all over YouTube right here. So make sure you guys subscribe down below for more content. Peace.